It's a pleasure to have Lee Fields and the Expressions in the Roadhouse on KEXP.
So happy to be here, and thank you so much for having us.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just enough to cover rent. It's not the cash that's got you feeling scared. Your day to day is like a whirlwind, spending time trying to make some change, but everything still stay the same. You keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying, but you just can't win. Said you just can't win. No, you just can't win. No, you just can't win. Oh. You just can't win. Said you just can't win. No, you just can't win. Said you just can't win. Oh. But you just can't win. Just can't win. But you keep on trying, and you might just win. So keep on trying, and you might just win. Keep on trying, and you might just win.
Lee Fields and the Expressions in the Roadhouse on KEXP.
So happy to be here. Thank you once again. When I first met you, I felt the flames of desire. Seemed like I've known you for years. Oh. But your heart cold there through the fire, yeah. Left me holding back my tears. I don't expect you to understand how these memories haunt my mind. Now I walk alone late at night, and I can't stop from crying. Oh, don't leave me this way. 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 You moved on, but I keep holding on to the sweet line that will never be. I don't expect you to understand how these memories haunt my mind. Now I walk alone late at night, and I can't stop from crying. Oh, don't leave me this way. 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 Girl, I'm begging you, please don't go. Woman, can't you see I need you? And I love you so. You're killing me. You're killing me when you walk out that door. I'm crying, lady. Please don't go. Woman, I need you. I need you. And I love you so.
All right, Lee Fields and the Expressions in the Roadhouse on KEXP. Don't Leave Me This Way and Just Can't Win from the brand new record called Emma Jean on Truth and Soul Records. Lee Fields, it's great to have you here.
So good to be here, and I really appreciate you having us.
That sounded pretty good.
Thank you, thank you.
How's the people receiving you on this new tour?
Oh, it's so much love, it's indescribable. It's so much love,
don't want to leave the stage. I mean, I could live in that umbrella of love forever.
Yeah, I've seen you a few times now live, and your shows are terrific. You really seem to enjoy to be out there on stage performing and just giving it your all every time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now, we've been playing you on this show and on the station for quite a while, for about 14 years since that first record came out on Desco a long time ago.
I appreciate that.
And but you've been singing and playing long before that.
Oh yeah, man. I was singing from the late '60s. I came to New York at 17. Like Stevie Wonder said, when I got to New York, man, I got to the bus station. I looked out and said, "Oh man, just like I pictured it, big skyscrapers, everything, man." I was scared to death. But you know what I had to do? I had to do what I had to do. My mother didn't want me to go. She cried. I remember seeing tears in her eyes as I was sitting on the bus riding away.
In North Carolina?
Yeah, in North Carolina, going to the big city. Oh, man.
It's been a long road for you.
Yeah, but a beautiful road. A beautiful road. Like these guys. I waited 40 years for these guys, man.
Tell me about that point, late 90s, when you met these guys, the new generation of producers that kind of play it the right way for you.
Well, it was exciting. It seems as if things were planned. I think I'm a believer that everything is preordained, I believe that. I believe everything is planned. But although we have freedom of choices, but everything falls right into what is expected and how to end, or if it's ever an end. I believe it might be everlasting, So I think everything plays into the final picture of what things will be.
Was there a moment or a show or a gig where someone came out to see you, maybe Leon, and discovered you, or approached you and said, "Hey, you want to record"?
Well, when I met Leon, he was a kid. I'll tell you, I waited 40 years for these guys, man. He was a kid. He was about 16 or 17. And Philip Lehman and Gabriel Roth had a label.
They gave from Daptone, Dap Kings.
Prior to that, it was what was the label? Not Soul Fire, because they had like three different labels. It was Desco.
Right.
Desco Records, and we started to record. They got my number from somewhere and called me and said they wanted to do a tune on me. They liked my voice. He liked my records that I was cutting. So we decided to meet in Long Island. And I thought I was going to meet some older guys because they knew so much about the as we talked over the telephone.
About the old records.
Yeah, man. When I got there, man, I saw these kids. I said, "What the hell?" I didn't know what to expect. I saw these kids sitting up in there, man. But as we spoke, they knew every song, who it was produced by, the kind of equipment they was using, and they knew everything. So my natural instinct, hey, I'm gonna roll with this. This is what I'm gonna do.
And that was back in 1999, I believe. And I think your first record and Sharon Jones's first record, late 90s, 98, whatever it was, kind of, if you want to call it a soul renaissance, a soul revival, you might call it. It kind of started there, I think, with those two records.
Yeah, this was like, when I started cutting with them, this was like about 97.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around about 97. This was before Sharon was in the picture. Sharon was doing background at that time.
Right.
So what happened was we just hooked up and we've been together collectively and also together as one for since that time. Although everybody's working on different projects, we still one big family.
Now tell me about when you see your old friends, because you played, you did that Southern Circuit for quite a number of years before this time we're talking about now, and when you go back to North Carolina, see your old friends and family, and they see this level of success you've achieved now with these records, what do they say to you?
Well, everybody's tell me, said, "Man, hey man, what I like about you," I saw a friend out in California. He said, "Man, you ain't changed, man. You still the same guy." And he called me up. He talked to me about 30 minutes after he came to the club. He said, I know a friend from North Carolina. He had a TV show. He was on a TV show. I forget the name of the show, and he said he met this guy, and this guy like kind of shoved him off. And he came to my show. He said, "Man, you still the same guy. I don't see why material things should change people. because the material is going to be here, regardless what you accomplish. In the final end, that stuff going to stay here. I think a person, if they act nasty when they get a little success, they was really nasty all the time.
Yeah.
They was really nasty. I think as a person move up in life, and it shows the true person. If a person get nasty as they move up, they was really nasty all the time. They was just camouflage. They were just, but they show the true colors when things start to happen.
Yeah.
Because material is going to be here. We are the spirit. We're spirit creatures. The body is just temporary.
This is Lee Fields and the band's The Expressions. Lee, how about you introduce this killer band you got and then go into another song off of this new record, Emma Jean?
Okay. First of all, Mr. Leon Michaels over here on saxophone and the
Mr. Truth and Soul.
And the head of Truth and Soul. Mr. Jason Colby on trumpet. And over here we have Sean Solomon on guitar. And on bass over there, Mr. Vincent John. And on keyboards, Mr. Toby Pasner. And Kelvin, he just came in today. Raska. Kelvin Raska on drums.
Sounds all right.
Oh, yeah. Man, I love this crew, man. Look at them. Take a picture of them, man. That's a beautiful sight.
They're a good-looking bunch.
That's a beautiful sight. Good-looking guys, man.
How about another song from this great new record, Emma Jean?
I would love to.
Lee Fields on KEXP.
So nasty, bringing rain clouds on my sunny day. Your hard times has become my hard time. You're making me wanna run away. Just get along. Why do your sad songs got to be my sad song? Why can't we talk and have a good time? What's yours is yours. What's mine is mine. Listen to me now. If you really want to talk to your priest. He knows more about these things, much more than me. Cause the burden you bear is too much for one man. Get down on your knees and talk to him. Hey, you're making me
Talk to Somebody by Lee Fields and the Expressions live on KEXP, Roadhouse Radio. New album's called Emma Jean. Lee Fields, you're fantastic.
Thank you so much.
What a great singer.
Thank you so much.
Now tell me about recording this album. Did you have anything in mind when you went in there, or did you, I know a lot of your songs about relationships, about love, breakups.
Well, what we wanted to do was to cut some good records. The whole object of the game was to cut the best records that we could at that particular time. We didn't have any sort of direction as far as what we're gonna do, because I believe when you're making music, music has to come from a spontaneous source. So you do things that you feel. So nobody's gonna know what they feel before they feel it. You know, so we went in the studio and we started writing what we felt. And we try to sing about things that people do, you know, in their lives. You know, everybody don't ride out here in a big Bentley with a car full of beautiful women with gold chains and stuff wrapped around the neck. And everybody, you know, we just normal folks. So we try to sing for the regular people. You know, those people that got it like that, you know, it's a beautiful thing. But unfortunately, the vast majority don't have it like that. So we try to sing about the vast majority, what people do in regular lives. Hurt, pain, love has been here ever since the beginning of time. Ever since Adam and Eve, Samson and Delilah, and Mark Anthony and Cleopatra. It goes on, and it will be here as long as there's human beings on this planet. So we sing about love and try to make the best of what, you know, and we sing about sorrow too, because that's a part of life. I mean, you could be the richest man in the world, and all of a sudden, you go to the doctor, and the doctor says, man, you got 2 days, you know? So all of us have situations in our life, so we try to cover the whole spectrum of what happened in real life, you know?
You've been dubbed the Little JB because you're a James Brown fan. I believe you're probably influenced by him back in the day.
I think everybody was influenced by James Brown. I really do, because, and I think James probably was influenced by Big Joe Turner and Holland Wolf, people like that. Everybody, we become, like they say, you are what you eat. I think in music, we are who we were influenced by. So James Brown, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, Brooke Benton, Lil Willie John, Buddy Holly, the Beatles, all of these people influenced me. And the Rolling Stones, because I like, if a music is good, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet James Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought he was, hey man, I thought he was like, before I met James Brown, I thought he was like a god. But then when I met him, it made me, when I met James Brown, the day I met James was the day that I started searching for Lee, because there can only be but one James. Mm-hmm. And so that day when I met James Brown, that put me in search of myself. Who am I, you know?
What do you listen to these days? Do you listen to records now?
Oh yeah, I listen to some everything. I listen to some Aloe Black. I listen to a little hip hop. I throw a Kanye on every now and then. I listen to soul music. I still listen to the stuff like the Wilson Pickett's and Solomon Burke's, and then I listen to some classical. I might throw some Pavarotti on, man. You know, like I'm like depending on the mood. I love country west. I might listen to some Dolly Parton.
How about that?
I might listen to some Steely Dan, man.
Yeah, we gotta hang out.
Ain't no telling what Lee might be listening to. You get in my car, man. I crank it up for you now. I crank it up.
Do you ever get surprised, or are you curious when a lot of these guys and people like myself, all these kind of soul record collectors, digging for the old records?
No, I'm not surprised. Music is like a timeless thing, you know. Beethoven been dead how many years? 400, 500 years, whatever it is. His music is still being played. You know, they're still playing his arrangements. So music is not a set period of time in the set. Once a record is recorded, that record goes on, and probably for eternity, you know. But that's the reason why we try to make sure that we be choiceful in regard to the songs that we choose, because you don't want to make a record that you look back and say, oh man, I hate I made that record, you know. So we try to be choiceful as far as the words, and try to be choiceful as far as how it's presented, for just money's sake, going out here making a record just to make some money, saying anything on the record. I think that's not being responsible. Mm-hmm. So we try to make sure we have lyrics that I can live with. But we sing about things now that might, just like the song I just sang, we sing about songs that might not be, oh wow, you know, like this woman saying, or this guy saying, you know, as they lay by their lover, they're thinking about somebody else. It might be something of that nature, but that happens. That's in real life. Some of the things in real life that people do are not such a pretty thing. But you got to take the good with the bad, sweet with the bitter. So we try to cover the whole spectrum.
There you go. This is Lee Fields. His band's The Expressions. The brand new record's called Emma Jean. It's on Truth and Soul Records. How about one more song? Hey, you want to do that Faithful Man for me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can you explain this song?
Well, Faithful Man is a guy that's trying to be faithful. But there's a lot of temptation out there in this world. It's hard sometimes not to yield to it. And we all are human, and ain't nobody perfect. So this man is trying to be a righteous man. He's trying to do the right thing, but I think he's getting a little bit weak. But I left it up to the public to decide whether or not he gave in or not. Right. Because he was begging all the way down to it, don't make me do wrong.
It's hard.
But I'm going to tell you something. Nobody make nobody do wrong. When a joker do wrong, he doing wrong on his own. You know what I'm trying to say?
Let's hear it. Lee Fields and The Expressions on KEXP.
You came along, always been a grateful man, always been a faithful man. Don't make me do wrong, don't make me do wrong. I've always been a faithful man till you came along. We're just hanging out, trying to clear my mind. I saw you eyeing me, it was plain to see. Said I was a married man, said you were 23. Don't make me do wrong, baby, don't make me do wrong. Just hanging out didn't mean a thing, but when I start walking out, too wrong. Don't make me too wrong. I've always been a faithful man till you came along.
Well, how about that? Lee Fields and the Expressions in the Roadhouse on KEXP. Faithful Man. What a song. Lee Fields' new record's called Emma Jean. It's on Truth and Soul Records. Just came out. Lee Fields, was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you having us. Thank you so much.
Cool. Done.